Hi Puttaraj, how are you?
Yeah, good. What about you?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking. So, can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, this is Putraj. I'm currently working in automation test engineer in Food Hub Software Solution at Chennai, and I have 1.8 years experience on web and automation, web and mobile automation testing, and we are working on Java language. Then again, for tools Selenium, Jenkins, APM, and Studio Process Stack, and also Git.
Okay. So, how
This
many years of experience you have with respect to automation, and how many?
completely 1.8 years. I starting career as a automation test engineer.
Okay,
1.8 years.
okay, fine. So, can you tell me something about your day in and day out activities? What are your roles and responsibilities? So, you have to tell that in a generic manner. No need to tell anything about projects and all those things. But from a testing perspective, from automation test engineer perspective, how do you start your day? Which are the different tasks that you do day in and day out?
Yeah, my roles and responsibility for my daily routine. When I came to office, like we have start our working. First we are new. First we are doing our scrum call. Then after that, our stand up daily within the meeting within our team. Then after that, we have any daily reporting came. Daily report we have before should we have fixing some bugs. If it is pass or fail, check in 2 days. If it is fail, then we'll check the root cause, then again we'll fix it. Then by day by day, actually, then we have new test case will test case ask from manual testers. Then we'll take for KTL functionality how it's working. Then we can start for automate. Per day we can we don't know that exact count. We can the test case based on the complexity we can automate. That is my daily routine.
Okay.
Once we have done with that, then we can PRS to our team lead or any senior person. Then
Mhm.
they can review.
Okay.
This is my routine.
Okay. So, what is the PR approval process?
PR like means we have developed the test case or any bugs fixes. We can the code will be commit and pull from our main branch and push to my branch and PRS to the main PRS to main branch. Once the PRS to the TL or any senior person will approve it. Once approved, I will merge to the main branch. That is a PRS.
Okay. So, can you explain how APM works? You have used APM, right, for automation?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, how does that work?
Like APM, APM and Studio have connecting both connecting each other. In APM, we have downloading that APM download that the that path will given that path will give in Anda Studio. Once the APM connect in the Anda Studio, we can inspect in we can inspect in Anda Studio how will like a Selenium connecting. Like we can connect in the APM with the Anda Studio. We can able to possible inspecting the elements, and we can whatever script running in our script running we can able to see in Ender Studio.
Mhm.
Before the precondition, we can give platform devices. Then and what is the Android versions also we can give in Android Studio. Once you connect, we can see for we can inspect the elements and we can see video for Android Studio.
Okay. So when we install APM on our PC, it also installs a server that will expose the
Yeah.
REST API, right? Now you will accept commands and connection requests from the client and execute them on iOS or Android devices based on your requirement, right? So this is how APM works. It responds to HTTP request with HTTP responses, right?
STVP request.
Yes. Now, mm, okay, how do you do debugging when you are using APM as an automation tool?
Yeah, debugging. See, for example, we can take for one particular. So first, I can first script running. Something is failed. I before that line, I will kept one point. I one by line, I will debugging. That point will came now. Then we can see where is the failure. It is element failure or any functionality failing. Like we can go debug. Debugging nothing but line by we can running.
Right. Do you know about log
Yeah,
files?
sorry,
Do you know about log files?
log files. I think console.
Console is
I'm
okay. So console is something that you will be having when you will be using system.out.println and something. But a
yeah,
log file is actually a text file. You might be using log4j in your automation framework or any logger. So log
yeah.
file,
I heard log files.
yeah. So
Yeah, yeah,
if you will maintain a log file, so whenever an error occurs, it will be logged into that particular file. So then you can open that file in the morning. Once you run that nightly suit, you can open that file in the morning. It will have the errors, and then you can debug what kind of error,
yeah.
what is the cause of the issue, why that failure is occurring,
Yeah,
right?
we can see in our report also. Instead of log4j, we can see in our report also. Like email, we are coming the daily reporting. There
Daily,
also we can see.
right? So which is the
Yeah.
reporting mechanism that you are using?
Uh, that is like something Maven stack. I'm not aware. I'm not remember that one.
Reporting mechanism, maybe you might be using extend report, or you
Oh,
might
yes. So sorry.
Allure, yeah, Allure, or you might be using the normal test engine report, what we have for pass fail.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you mean by background keyword in Cucumber?
I am working only. I'm hands-on experience at test engine only.
Test ng. Okay, okay,
Yeah, test.
okay. Okay. Let's say in test ng, if you have two test cases, one test case is having priority equal to 4 and another test case is having priority equal to 5, then which test case will get executed first?
Priority four.
Priority 4. Okay.
Four.
Okay. How will you capture failed test cases screenshots? Can you explain the flow? Is it possible now in
Uh,
your framework to capture failed screenshots?
like something we can listeners we can use like a take screenshot
Yeah,
that method we can use by using the take screenshot we'll take this screenshot.
right, right. So that method is available. But what is the flow? Let's say if you have to take the screenshot. So what would be the in a generic manner, how will you try to implement? I'm not asking about the code, line to line, but on a
Yeah.
high level, what all things you will be using?
Mm, no,
Hmm?
no, I'm not. I don't know
Okay.
that.
Okay. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. How will you capture failed test cases screenshots in Selenium automation framework? And you need to explain the flow of that particular, implementation.
Okay.
Okay. Uh,
Can it,
can you
how
explain
will
how you have implemented? Yeah, yeah. Sorry, you were telling something?
can you tell me like how we'll take that failed test case screenshot? Can you explain?
Yeah, yeah. We'll be explaining. So once this interview is completed, no, I'll be telling you the answer also. Right. But
Okay.
for now, let this be an open question for the people. Let them comment, right? And later on, we will be discussing that. Okay. Now, can you give me an example of implementation of polymorphism in your automation framework or in your project?
Uh,
Hmm.
Yeah, polymorphism is like polymorphism is nothing but we can same method we can use in a different ways. That is nothing but polymorphism. Like in our project, something we can the same method we can use in different ways. Like the login method is the login method we can use in somewhere login. That same method we can use in somewhere like but different give only element like locators only something XPath only we can change. The same method we can use in different ways.
Hmm.
That is polymorphism.
So okay, so that is the definition. That is the explanation. It's fine.
Yeah.
Now, can you give me an example how it has been implemented in your project, in your framework? Any example you can give?
In project like yeah. See in my project like something we can start we can place something we can order the order we can play we can order in like same 2 to 3 models we can ordering that same method we can call in that same one order page the same method we can call in other same that order page like we can apply in polymorphism there only.
Okay. Right. Now coming to your question, you were asking, no, about take screenshot.
Yeah.
Share my screen. Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yeah, visible.
So what you will do is you will create one class. Okay, you will implement testng test listener, right? Then you will call the method on test failure. So you will have to keep that condition. If the test is getting failed, then this method is to be called. It should not be capturing screenshots even when pass is happening. Otherwise, there will be a lot of performance issue in your automation, right? Then you will get that test method name and you will take a screenshot with the test method name and you will place the screenshot in some destination folder. So there are folders, destination folder, which you can open in the morning and you can just see what kind of errors you have got during the nightly run. Now, when we are discussing this, so there can be one more question which can come to related to the screenshot. Why do you need screenshots while running automation, right? So because lot of cases are there. So sometimes application issue might happen, right? So you will come to know from the screenshot, okay, application issue is there. Sometimes assertion failure occurs, right? Sometimes there is a difficulty in finding web elements on a page. There is a timeout in finding web elements on a web page, right? So these are the typical cases. Now, what does take screenshot method return, right? So it will return all these things, the entire page, the current open window, the visible segment of the current flow. All these things are actually a part of return of this take screenshot method, right? Then,
Yeah, got it.
then flow also you can explain in the same manner. See, test listener you are using, you will create one dedicated class for that, right? You will call the method on test failure. So this is how you can explain, right?
Yes. Got it.
Okay. What are the different types of collections and which are the collections that you have used?
Collections like list, queue, and set.
Hmm.
In list, I list linked list, and queue also priority queue, and set has a in set tree set asset.
Hmm.
That is a in collections.
Okay. Okay. So what is the difference between, you were mentioning tree set and hash set? What is the difference between those two?
In tree set, tree set uh, tree set, it won't allow duplicates. In hash set also it is allow duplicates. That is a major difference.
Okay. And which one is better, tree set or hash set?
Hash set is better.
Why so?
Why now it will allow it like it proper order of insertion. It will allow the proper of order of insertion, and also it won't allow duplicates. That's why compared to hash set is better.
Okay, so hash set is faster than tree set. This is what you mean.
It is mean like for like last out, and some that formula will be applicable here has set, because last in last out one the elements will be sorry, first in last in last out applicable for hash set. Once the element is added, it will add in the at the end of the end of the that end, that once you remove the element, that end of the element only remove, because end of the element removing now, that it will take less time. But tree set, it will applicable for first in first out. For hash
Okay.
set is applicable for last in last out. That's why comparatively hash set, the tree set hash set is fast.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
See, your answer is fine, but when you get this question in an interview, so what you have to tell, so which is first better, hash set or tree set? So the answer is hash set. Now, why it is better and why it is faster also. So both the things are important. right? See, hash set is faster than the tree set because hash set it provides constant time performance for some operations like uh, for most of the operations like add, remove, contains, right? While tree set is basically keeping the sorted data, right? That's the basic difference between hash set and tree set, right? So in an interview, you might get this question, hash set versus tree set, because collections, definitely some questions you can expect. And then you can give them the differences. So earlier the question was difference between hash set and tree set, right? So you can give the differences based on speed, based on which is better, based on internal implementation, how it is done, right? Then whether they allow null object or not, right? So those things you can give as a part of comparison between hash set and tree set. Okay. Now, can you write one Java program in which we are using linked list?
Can I know?
Yeah, yeah.
In
You
Notepad?
have joined from laptop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you share your screen? You just have to click on share screen button.
Can I write in Notepad or else any?
Yeah, yeah, you can write in Notepad. So
It
you
is
were
visible?
reading about Java constructor and all these things before the interview. Your smile is like, that actor, Kunal Khemu, similar to that.
Sorry?
Kunal
Well,
Khemu, I think that actor is there, no?
yeah.
So which interface is implemented by LinkedIn? Oh, sorry, linked list, not LinkedIn, linked list.
Sorry?
Which interface is implemented by linked list?
Uh, list that one.
Yeah, but which interface? So linked list implements which interface?
No, no.
Hmm?
No.
No worries. Okay. You don't have idea, that's totally fine. See, linked list will implement the collection interface, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And is it possible to store duplicate elements in linked?
Link list, it won't store that one. Link list.
Duplicate, it won't store. Are you sure?
It won't store. It will allow for order of insertion.
No, no, it,
It
it
won't store.
does allow. It does allow storing the duplicate elements.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Now, let's say if so after this interview, what you do is you add duplicate in the program and then you run it in any of IntelliJ or IDE, any IDE of your choice. Then see what is the output that you are getting.
Okay.
Mm.
Can I continue?
Yes, yes. It's all yours. Your notepad is there. You can continue. So currently you're doing work from home or work from office?
Work from office.
Yes. So which one do you prefer, work from home or work from office?
I prefer work from hybrid.
Hybrid. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are born and brought up in Chennai? That's why you.
I'm from no, I'm from Karnataka.
Okay.
I'm from, but I'm worked in Chennai only.
Hmm. So you got placed via placement, campus placement, or off campus?
Off campus. Like I joined something Q Spider. From Q Spider, I got placed in Chennai.
Okay. Q spy. Fine. Now I won't speak much, otherwise you won't be able to write program.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Fine. This is fine. So let me share my screen. I'll also show you one program related to linked list. So in an interview, I'm stopping your screen sharing. Yeah, is my screen visible?
This is
Yeah, yeah.
what
Are
I'm
you?
read. That is
Yes, yes, that was visible. That was correct. But in an interview, when you are asked to write a program, so write these three lines also. You know.
yeah, like import. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then see, for this purpose only, I have just created an object and added two same the strings. Okay, Ravi, Vijay, Ravi, Ajay, right? And then you are just creating one. You are using iterator itr equal to this particular al dot iterator, right? Then while loop, and we will print them. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is one. How do you find test coverage, test automation coverage? How do you come to know how much percentage has been the automation has been completed?
Like for example, 100 test cases there. Like 100 test case for first whenever the maltesters give a new test means they will give 100 test case. In 100 test case, we can first calculate how much like we can do for how much test case we can able to automate. Like for out of 100 we can able to 60. In out of 60, how much we can cover? Like we can out of 60 we can cover like 40. Like out of 60 40 we cover na, like you will calculate into 100%, around it will get 60-70% you're getting. Like this we can calculate automation coverage.
So this was very simple, right? You took 100
Yeah.
test cases and very straightforward. Out of 100, anyone can score. Let's say if it's a very complex application and it is having many screens, many web pages, many tabs are there. Within each screen, again, child screen is there, right? Now you have automated some part of that particular big mammoth kind of an application. Now, how will you find automation coverage? How will you come to know, okay, 20% is done. Oh, no, no, only 5% is done. Okay, 40% is done. So how will you come to that calculation? How will you?
Yeah, like
Hmm.
yeah, like in per like we like anyway how many screen first per screen around like 10 or 5 modules. Out of 10 modules we can how much modules we have completed. Based on that modules we can calculate the percentage now. Like a total around 5 screen is there now. First screen in first screen how much model is there? How much model we can cover? Based on that cover model we can calculate the automation coverage.
So how many screens you have covered based on that you are telling?
Like in our current project around a total 40 or something 39-40 models is there. Out of screen 6 to 7 screen is there.
Hmm.
Like we have our automation coverage like around 60 to 70%. Something 67-70% is there.
Okay, fine. So from again those test cases only you are determining how much coverage is there.
Yeah, based on test case only we can cover.
Okay, okay. So which are the different WebDriver errors that you have faced and how do you fix them?
Web driver error.
Hmm.
Like you are saying exception.
Selenium. Yeah, yeah. Selenium exceptions that you have faced and how do you fix them?
Yeah, like stale element exception, no such
That
element
is that
exception.
is common. Yeah,
Uh,
stale element is fine. No such element is also fine. Then which other exception?
stale. Then array out of bound index exception. If we
Hmm.
give index out of, it will go array out of index. Then arithmetic exception.
Okay. Then
Hello.
yes, yes. Hello.
Uh,
Am I audible?
illegal.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, audible. And then illegal exception.
Okay.
Then if we give timeout something like in parameter we pass at something -2000, it will give illegal exception.
Hmm. Correct.
Yeah, like this.
Okay. It's good. Okay. So, what do you do on weekends? Anything that you are doing with respect to software testing, with respect to your career on during weekends?
In weekends, I plan to like API learning also something like Cypress. I planning little bit only started Cypress. The first week I learn for basic JavaScript. Then I will start Cypress.
So, did you see the API testing playlist that we have uploaded? Was it useful to you?
Postman only I know. The Postman
Postman.
only I
You know
yeah.
Postman. Okay. You know
Like
Postman.
some
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Please go
means
ahead.
like
Hmm.
something we are getting error na that that STB call in we will give in like post in Postman, then we can getting the response. That purpose we can use for Postman.
Hmm. Okay. What is the significance of M2 folder which is created for Maven? Have you seen that folder, M2 folder?
I'm not working. I'm working on Gradle.
Radl. Okay.
Yeah,
Right. So what
so
is the
for Gradle.
difference between Radl and Maven?
Uh, Gradle and Maven. Don't know.
Okay, fine. So let this be also an open question for the people who are watching this video. So I think take screenshot and its flow was already, the answer was already given here in this video. So you can try answering the difference between Maven and Radl. Okay. Okay, Puttaraj, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I'm asking what about feedback?
Yeah, so feedback is you have got good communication skills. Your presentation skills are good. From automation perspective, you will have to revisit few concepts. Like you know the answer, but somehow confidence, for example, linked list, does it allow duplicate or not? Then Radl and Maven. Then the reporting mechanism, right? So these all things you can focus. Else it looks good, and trust me, you have got a very promising career as you have got an opportunity to work begin the career of testing with an automation. So a lot of good opportunities are there on your way. Just revisit these few of the concepts and you should be good for the real-time interview.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so
yeah,
much
yeah.
and wish you all the best for your career. Whenever you give interviews, even if you are able to recall only 5 questions out of 10, just jot them down in some notepad or Word document. Just share it with us at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah, Rakesh.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much and all the best for your career.
Uh, can I one? Can I ask one? Yeah,
Yeah.
what now? It's like how you prepare for automation tester and SDT interview for how we can preparing for
Mm.
automation tester and SDT.
Okay. See, whenever you
I'm
go
asking.
for automation interviews, no, they will ask you questions on your framework. If you have worked on oh, yes, and one more thing, you have to get some knowledge, some basic knowledge on BDD Cucumber. That is also in demand, right? So first is have a good idea about your framework, right, which has been implemented in your project in your organization. Second aspect is they might ask you questions on different frameworks that are available and what are the pros and cons of all those frameworks, right? Now, as you are 2 years of experience, then you might also be asked to write a program, right? Java program, and then they might give you if you tell them, okay, this is my approach one. If you tell them this is my one of the solution, then they might ask you, okay, how will you optimize this code? How will you reduce the lines of code such that you get the same output with less number of code? Right? So those kind of questions they can ask. They can ask you questions on automation best practices and standards, right? What is the significance of base class? All those things can be asked to you. And in some companies,
Okay.
they might ask you questions on data structure also, right? So it depends company to company,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay then. Thank you so much. Right? And
Yes.
good night.
Right. Okay. Bye, Rakesh.
Yeah. Bye.